Hey guys, let's find that clock. Digimon Adventures, Our War Game the movie. Hey guys, and welcome to my second Digimon movie review, and this time it's going to be on Digimon the movie, Our War Game. It's pretty much this film is pretty much, you can definitely split this into three parts of a story. First off, we open up with, yet again, a digital egg like Paramon arrived in Digimon Adventure above Taichi's apartment, or where Taichi lives, above, opening up. And this is where the whole Diaboromon evolution chain starts off. Koshiro notices the new Digimon, and he thought he'll go straight to Tai's place to then talk to him about it. And Genai contacts him via his laptop and asks if he knows about this Digimon. Koshiro, yes, they do, and they should then see him wreaking havoc all across the cyberspace, pretty much across the networks of all the electronics, from TVs to printouts on supermarket convenience stickers and telephone lines. So everything was going haywire, and it digivolved. Each time it was hungry, it would digivolve. So then Genai decided to help them by sending Agumon and Tentomon out into the network. They were fighting him, and I'm talking exactly like how I saw the film, where the Digimon's name, Diablomon's names of the individuals weren't really named. Really, his name wasn't really mentioned at all throughout the whole film. So it's really hard for me to just saying this, because I want to do it as I've seen the film and how I watched it. So that's how it's going. So yeah, so they then decided to realise it's now in its ultimate stage, its second adult form, and it's Mega pretty much, because in Japan ultimate is ultimate and Mega is what ultimate is to us is their Mega, and in Japan our Mega is their ultimate, because I always thought ultimate was higher than Mega. Anyway, so yeah, he attacked them while they were halfway through digivolving into Metal Greymon and Mega Kabuterimon. During this process, Tai tries to contact Mimi, Joe, Matt and TK, Kari, and Sora. Well, Sora and Tai had a fight between a birthday present he gave him, and he was writing an email earlier on at the film, trying to apologise. So yeah, so that was going on while Hikari was going to a birthday present. Now, I will be doing a subsection of this review where I'll be reading out and talking about all the changes within this film within the dubbed version, because this film was originally a 40-minute long film, and there have been scenes cut out of the original to fit in with the Digimon the movie. What is the dub for the dubbed movie? That is the first three movies spliced together into one film. I will be talking on about that later on, and about the dub changes there, but Hikari's got a present. She's going to a birthday party, and while Tai was ringing them up, he rings Hikari twice up, and she came up with one, that her friend's birthday cake they haven't blown the candles at, and then she's winning a card game after Tai told her that she had to come home as soon as the candles had been blown out. But other than that, then Yamato and Takeru were at their grandma's, and if you've seen the dub, it's pretty much the same in there. Their grandma hanged up when Tai rang them, and while it's all that, Japan announced that if you ring this number up to send voice messages and they'll receive them, they then do the same back, vice versa. So it was like a pass-on message type system that was going on at the same time. And then it continued really to continuous there, and then Taichi and Koshiro then continued and asked Matt if they got a computer by them or everything. So Yamato and Takeru decide to then hunt down for a computer. They then found one at a barbershop, and they got a ride to the barbershop, and the guy who gave them the ride ends up having a beard trim and everything, and a haircut and stuff like that. So while the stuff then the emails processed and everything. So yeah, so then they went into the system themselves, Yamato and Taichi, into the system, and they've Wargreymon and Diaboromon formed Omegamon. The response time was really slow because of all the emails that Koshiro was receiving. But other than that was pretty much they defeated, and then the credits roll. And I have to say, this is still one of my favourite Digimon movies. Out of all of the movies, this is still one of my favourites. It was a continuation of adventure. It was pretty much a movie-length Digimon adventure story that happens afterwards, and where we get to see what everybody was up to during spring break, because this movie takes place in March 4th in this film, and that's where I'm going to go through all the dubbing changes of this section of the film as well in a minute. So yeah, so I really enjoyed this film. The animation was really beautiful. I really did like this film a lot, and it really is still one of my favourite films out of all of the Digimon films that there are out there. So now I'm gonna talk about quickly the brief different changes that there are in the dub, and I'll be using the Digimon Wikia about this, so I'm going to be reading those off there, but I will be using that to discuss it with you guys and just to talk about it. So yeah, so the dubbing changes for Digimon Adventure, the movie, Our War Game. Literally, there is quite a few, and hopefully if you've seen this film in its original format, hopefully you'll notice the differences as along there, and you can comment down some of the differences that you notice down in the comment section down below. But let's get on with the changes. Right then. Now this is going to be long for the dubbing changes, and I mean long. Pretty much to sum up, they included Willis in this film, in the second part of the film, to link it to the next part, the third act of the Digimon, the movie dubbed film. So the dubbing changes is in the movie. The movie was presented with an English as the second part of Digimon the movie. Anyway, in Our War Game, as in the original film, it happens during spring break and March, and that's where the continuity leads. But in the dub, it happened on summer, even though they still read March. Now, in the original one, Diaboromon was made by several computer bugs covering with each other to create a Digi-Egg. Many moments of the original film are cut out in order to fit the movie into the English Digimon movie, which is actually made up of the first 3 Digimon movies, like I've mentioned previously before. This being part 2 of 3. The deleted clips included the nearby ferris-wheel spinning faster and faster, to the surprise of some bored kids on the ride. Kari being contacted for a second time at her friend's birthday party whilst winning a card game, which is her second excuse for not leaving. Yamato and TK exploring a house for a computer, only to find that almost no one knows what a computer is. The one computer they do find themselves is owned by a couple who are far too busy arguing amongst themselves to really help them, even when TK is pretending to cry. And you do notice that scene in the film. It is in the film, and I have noticed it as well, and it was really interesting. About that little sub-arc of Matt and TK finding the computer was really fun to watch, and I wish it wasn't cut out. Now Koshiro, or Izzy for you dub fan viewers, rush out onto the balcony as the nuclear missile lands, remarking about how they are too late before noticing the missile did not explode. Tai then joins him, confirming they stopped it. The last part is retained, although the dialogue is changed. Yeah, I have noticed that, because this film mainly focused on a hacking system where Diaboromon or Diaboromon launched a nuclear missile for random reason. Now this is the big threat. The character Willis is introduced in this part. In the English version, in order to link the next Digimon movie, as the two movies are combined into the last two parts of one movie, originally the next Digimon movie was never related, and that is true. The next movie I will be reviewing is not related to this one, so most of these dub changes are pretty much... I'm going to end it now with it there, and I'm going to have it down. If you want to know all the dubbing changes there, everything will be in the description down below if you want to read all the dubbing changes and much more of them less in this minute. Or I can link you to the actual Wikia page of digimon.wikia.com where all the changes are made, because it is very factual. Yes, it's pretty much a Wikipedia page, but it's Wikia. And yes, it can be edited and hacked and stuff like that, but I will confirm that after watching this film several times that most of the noticeable changes are in fact true and have been taken out. So, but other than that, this has been one of my favourite films of all time, and I will be taking a look at the third film next week called Digimon Adventures 02 or Digimon Adventures Movie 3, Hurricane Touchdown and the Golden Digimentals. That's the name of the third act, and we will be taking a look and discussing about that next week for you guys. And if you watched this movie in its original format, or if you watched the dub and you've always wanted to watch the three movies in their original formats, there are sites out there that you can get. There are fan subgroups out there to watch them for free, where you can watch them online, or you can download them as well at your own cost as well. But they are out there for you to watch and available as well. But other than that, please comment down below, like always, what you liked and did not like about our war game, what you liked about what the changes they made in the dub, or what you didn't like about the changes in the dub, and what you liked about the original uncut version of our war game. Other than that, this has been Kai's Take Corner. I've been your host, Kai, and I'll see you next time for another manga, anime, chapter, episode review, or another anime movie review. Bye bye for now. See ya.